Okay, so today I will be doing a unboxing video and possibly a review on my new action camera. What I have been using in the past has been this, a Samsung W200, I believe. Now, this is my new camera, and of course with all unboxing videos that I've seen, you have a fancy box cutter, and we're going to be opening the box this way. What I have here is my own receipt and well packaged, lots of little styrofoam pieces. This is what I'll be reviewing today. Oh, there's one more thing in the bottom. That's just an ad. Okay, so as you can see in the bags, I have a CamOne Infinity. I'm not going to say it's a GoPro competitor because I paid much less than a GoPro, and it definitely will not compete with a Hero 3. So a quick read on the back of the box. It is a 1080p video camera with an LCD screen in the back. You have replaceable lenses, which means this original 170-degree lens can be replaced with a 142-degree lens and a 96-degree lens, so you get varying field of views. You also have easy buttons, which are all lined up across the top of the screen, and they work with the dive box. You have an LED light in the front, right there, so you can illuminate your darker video shots. You have HDMI and AV video output, and you have an external transmission function which you can view live video while this is being used. What this does not include, of course, is it does not have Wi-Fi. I believe there's a Wi-Fi module that you can get on this, and it does not have an external microphone input. Those are the main differences between this and the new GoPro Hero 2s and 3s. Of course, Hero 2s are still going for $200. Hero 3s, the silver edition, I believe you can get for around $250, and the Hero 3 black edition you can get around, I don't know, $350. So, and this right here, you can find it all over eBay around $150, which is, I believe, a much better deal. Okay, now I will be going into the box and opening this up. You have a flap here, which this is very well packaged. I've read that GoPros are packaged really well, and well, this is very similar. I'm just going to start cutting away at it and seeing what I can remove. Okay, so there you go. A list of, got some manuals, a baggie, some stickers. That's irrelevant. Still in the package, you got some more manuals. And then here's all your mounts thrown into the back. AV cables, USB, micro USB adapter, or extension, so to say. And your camera, which is, wow, it's tiny. And the dive box, of course. Compare this to my Samsung. You can see it's about the size of the screen. And the LCD in the back is also tiny. I believe it's 1.5 inches, but it will do fine aiming my shots. So without further ado, let's go look at the mounts. I'll open my first baggie, and what this is it's a very GoPro type of mount, where you have the notches and everything screws in and fits in just fine. This one, I believe, is a clip to clip into one of the other mounts. Here is an adhesive back mount. We give you the 3M adhesives, and this is one of those mounts. I believe that you would slide these together, or maybe not. That's not gonna work. So let's try another mount. You have another 3M adhesive back mount. This one is curved compared to this one that's flat. I believe this would be more for your helmet. You have another extension, which would clip on to here like such, and this is the long extension. Right here you have is the short extension. As you can see, the length difference right here. Here is a lens cap, which fits on the CamOne's lens. Fits very snug. It's a nice rubber mount, or rubber cover. What you have right here looks to be a handlebar mount, where you unscrew this, unscrew this, and you can fit a handlebar. It might even work for a car headrest if the headrest post is thick enough. And here is a piece of rubber that you would put inside it so it grips better. And lastly, the last mount that's included looks to be a wrist mount. You got a longer strap. It's pretty long. You got some clips to hold it. Got some foam backing, which I would assume sticks here. And it would be some type of body/wrist mount. And a quick correction, this is the clip mount, and it indeed does fit on these. What you have to do is slide it on. I've never had a GoPro, but this middle tab bends upwards over this center little indent, or protrusion actually, and then it clips in just like that. And it's a very sturdy mount. And the size of this backing plate is fairly large compared to the camera size, so I'm hoping this is a very sturdy mount. Okay, so let's have a look at this camera. It's a very small package. This is my hand compared to the camera itself. First thing you notice, at least what I notice from this angle, you have a red mark right here and a white mark right here. What that allows you to is to rotate the lens, and the white mark is for underwater shooting. Again, like I said, there's a flash and 2 LEDs, or I believe this is an LED too, to light up the camera. On the side you have a USB and HDMI port, and that's covered by this rubber flap. Also to note is that you have 2 micro SD slots, so you can have 2 memory cards, and I believe 232 gigabyte memory cards is what the manufacturer says is the maximum, so you have up to 64 gigabytes of shooting. On the other side you have nothing much, except you have a little clip to open the battery cover, I believe. And here is your CamOne battery itself. Again, it's very small. I have not charged this yet, so I will not be powering this on right away. On the bottom you have a tripod screw hole adapter. which I believe works for normal tripods. Let me try. Yes, indeed it does. It screws right on. It is only plastic threaded though. Yes, only plastic threaded, so it might not be the best for hardcore use. There's also this thing right here, which I believe is for all the attachments. Up top you have a power button right there, a light button, an M, which is for modes I assume, a playback button, a photo button, and a record button. And in your menus they also function as escape, left and right menu selection, and up and down menu selection. Now let's take a look at the dive housing itself. It's a nice sturdy plastic housing. Feels much like a GoPro one. I've held one before, but I've never actually used one. So you open it by pulling this flap, not there like you saw me trying, and it opens like such. There's a rubber liner around here to keep it waterproof, and you have the little buttons right here and on the top to throw your CamOne in. You have foam all around to, I guess, stop vibrations. Camera fits in very easily. Oh, it goes in this way, of course. And then you can close the housing and lock. Well, that's a problem. The latch, not very strong. Okay, so I managed to put the latch back on. Very simple mechanism, but it does lead me to question the durability of this housing. What you have on this housing is, of course, a tripod hole adapter also. This one is metal threaded. Let me check if it fits on my tripod holder. It should, of course. And yes, it does. So that's not a problem. You also have the holders for the CamOne Infinity mounts. The buttons are rubber and very responsive, and you can see the screen through the plastic backing. The front lens cover itself is rounded, so you may have water image quality issues because, like what GoPro has done recently, their dive housings have a flat face. I think that just removes the fishbowl effect and focusing issues, but since it has a rotatable lens, that might also fix it, and that might be CamOne's solution. So CamOne's manual recommends to charge the battery fully before use, so I will report back later with the camera on and me scrolling through the menus and some actual live footage.